Hello everybody, this is B Junior from B Junior's Movie Cave. I'm not putting myself on camera today. I hope you'll forgive me of that because I look and feel like warmed up poop. But I just watched a movie off my Netflix DVDs that came in the mail. It's an early 80s crazy kid killer, I guess you'd call it a semi-slasher from the early 80s. It's a holiday themed one, and it's kind of the basis of what I want to do today is kind of post-viewing thoughts, reviewage on it, because it really surprised me. In a world where we have holiday-themed horror movies such as April Fool's Day, good old prom night films, New Year's Evil, we got My Bloody Valentine, Silent Night, Deadly Night. How could we forget John Carpenter's Halloween classic? And of course, Happy Birthday to Me. Look at that shish kebab. And speaking of birthdays, that brings us to the film that I watched today. Excuse all those visual aids. I just thought it was cool to get those out while I was talking about this one. The movie is, of course, Bloody Birthday. I just viewed this film. This is a Netflix DVD, of course. I am going to be looking on Amazon right after I get done doing this video to possibly try and find my own copy of this movie and buy it. It's from VCI Entertainment. I've never seen this movie, however, it was a recommendation, and it's come up in many conversations whenever you get into the holiday-themed horror movies. I'm always on the lookout for ones that I haven't seen. There's not many that I haven't at least watched or owned so far. Not bragging, but it's just one of those things where I'm always on the lookout for something that I haven't seen. And in and around the early 80s slasher or horror movie genre films. This is what I would probably, there are going to be spoilers galore in this one, so if you don't want to hear spoilers about this movie, I suggest you turn off this video, go view it, and then come back. But here we go. It's basically a semi-slasher movie, killer kid movie, and I don't mean killing. There is some kid killing in the movie, but it's about these. It's kind of got a. It starts off basically the first 5 to 10 minutes starts off like a early 80s Halloween, Friday the 13th slasher clone. Basically, a couple of teenagers get killed, and you think, oh, it's just gonna be more of the same. And I had it on, but after about the first 5 to 10 minutes are over, it kind of sets up the backstory where it starts off in 1970 where these three kids are all born on a solar eclipse. Kind of harkened to that recent film by Wes Craven, My Soul to Take, where all these kids were born on the same night. It doesn't follow the same guidelines as that film or anything, of course, and of course this one came before that one. But three kids are born on a solar eclipse, and there's this horoscope astrology backstory tie-in with that. It doesn't go deep into that, thank God, because like a lot of early 80s films, what they did right was they didn't explain everything. They just plunge you into the world of what's going on and then just basically let you draw your own conclusions, which is the type of movies that I like to watch. Now, Bloody Birthday, these three children that are basically pictured on the disc there's two boys and a girl born on that night. You think all is well, this is going to be a regular old slasher film. It even starts out like Halloween. The settings of the suburban neighborhood and everything even looks like this. It looks like it's the same neighborhood. I know it's probably not, but looks like the same neighborhood in John Carpenter's Halloween. It even comes with a sheriff father of one of the main teenagers that show up in the film, and is quickly dispensed as one of the first victims. What you find out right away after the killing of the sheriff is that these three children that were born on the eclipse, the solar eclipse night, are actually the killers in the film. And they do show them throughout the film wielding handguns and shooting people, trying to poison people. There's scenes of bow and arrow usage in this movie. It's not overly gory or anything. There are some decent little special effects and blood effects, but they're not really in your face, down and dirty Nicotero or Savini gore. It's not on that level. And it is a low budget film, but it's shot well and it's made well. The editing's pretty good in it too. So it's a decently put together little film that was very surprising. One of the kids did look very familiar. I think he showed up in the movie The Beastmaster, and I think one of the male teenagers that's in the movie was one of the Porky's alumni. Was one of the males in that movie. Other than that, it's a bunch of no-name folks in the movie. I didn't notice any really name character actors or anything of that nature to point out. But hijinks ensue throughout it all has to do in and around the birthdays of these three kids in the movie. Culminates in the midway point where they're having a birthday for all three children, and the rest of it is just about one of the neighborhood kids that these kids have been terrorizing, and he knows about their goings on, what they're doing behind the scenes and everything, and he eventually makes a believer out of his older sister, which is one of the surviving teenagers in the movie. And the third act of the film is about them trying to fend off these three evil children. Now, it has a lot of elements in it as well as like sort of like the first Children of the Corn movie, or even Village of the Damned, where you had those weird alien kids, alien hybrid kids, or whatever you want to call them. Now, it doesn't go that route with this movie. That's what I liked about this movie, is that they were born on an eclipse and all that, and they do talk about horoscopes here and there at the first of the movie and how the astrology part ties in, but they don't go in they don't overuse that. They just say you just take it as these children are just evil kids and they're just killing people. They're often their teachers at school. They're killing the parents. They're killing their fellow playground friends. They just wake up one day on their 10th birthday and they're just evil and they just start killing people. So that's what I liked about it, is that not that they're killing people, but I like the fact that they just don't have to explain it. You know, where a lot of these remakes fall short nowadays, that they feel like they have to make this, they have to spend half the movie explaining the backstory of all the stuff that goes on with the killers. And that's what I think they're missing out on a lot now, is a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of mystery, and some original material for that matter. But I won't go into that. That's another argument for another day. But guys, I say check this one out. Get it from your Netflix if you can. It's called Bloody Birthday from 1981. I really enjoyed this film. Don't expect a whole lot from it, but what I really liked about this film too, and why I can really advise at least giving this one a good viewing if you're into that genre or that time frame of films, is that it never lulls. You know, like Final Exam, some people really love that movie, but come on guys, Final Exam, it has some lulls in it, and it's a little boring. It's a little bit of a slow burn. This is a slasher, semi-killer kid movie that just doesn't slow down. There's a kill, like it averages a kill every 4 to 5 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes in the movie, and there's always something going on. I don't know where they found these three kids, but they are genuinely creepy, and they don't have to act out or do any major acting in the movie. These kids just look and made me feel they were creepy children. So hats off to the producer, director, whoever did the casting for this movie. They did a really great job. There again, I highly recommend at least giving this one a viewing, especially if you're a early 80s slasher genre fan, and or Killer Kid, Village of the Damned, Children of the Corn fan. You might enjoy this one as well. I say check it out, guys. Hopefully I'll be on camera next time when I feel a little better. But rock on, guys. There's the thumbs up for today. Check it out when you can. I'll see you next time. Bye.